Former NFL running back James White played on some really good Patriots teams with Tom Brady. What he thinks relative to Deshaun Watson and the Browns this year?
He can't do it. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I've competed against him, quite a few times in my time in the NFL, and I've seen it firsthand what he can do. I know it's a little bit in the past, but I'm still a believer that he's still, that same guy. He still can get it done. I just think they have a great situation there for him. I said Kevin Stefanski's been doing a great job. They have a good defense that can get on the ball, give him plenty of opportunities, especially early on in the season, to really get into a rhythm. Like I said, I just think having a full training camp, getting back healthy, getting those reps with those guys in the off season, when the season cranks up, I think they will see a different Deshaun Watson this year. When you have the amount of talent that they have, you don't have to go out there and do too much. You don't have to throw for 400 yards a game. It can be 250 a game. Protect the football, use your legs at times. I think he has everything in his repertoire to go out there and have a successful season. Just has to go out there and do it.
With that, let's welcome in Tim Bielik from the Plain Dealer, cleveland.com. Tim, there's a lot to what James White says that I think it's valid. And the other thing I would say is I think this offense is going to be built around the things Deshaun Watson does well. And I don't think you could say that the past couple of years.
Yeah, I do think obviously this is more geared toward this offense with Ken Dorsey and Andy Dickerson to an extent coming in certainly does favor more of what Deshaun Watson does than what Alex Van Pelt brought in with Kevin Stefanski in 2020. That's not to say that Deshaun Watson hasn't been good because even looking at the stats, from 2023 compared to 2022, he played the same amount of games, had more completions, a better completion percentage, one fewer interception, and had a better rating and fewer sacks in basically the same amount of games. You could also argue he played 3/4 less games than he did in 2022 and looked better. So I think that's a sign that maybe he kind of started to knock some of the rust off prior to his injury issues. And certainly the Titans game, the Cardinals game, even the second half of especially the second half of the Ravens game, that looked more like Deshaun Watson. So we've said all off season. It feels like it's still there for Deshaun Watson. It's just a matter of staying on the field consistently, continuing to gain that confidence. And now that he's in an offense that seems like it's a better fit for his skills, it'll be interesting to see if he can continue to take those steps towards getting back to what he used to be in Houston.